These shelves
I
are
haven't looked at this one
overburdened
yet.
with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring dudes.
Crime fiction.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Yeah, sure.
You see
Listen, man,
Dick
just try to have
Mullen
a
on
good
the
time.
job. Get
Unless
me
that's
Mullen,
what you want in the
the
story.
stalwart adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The sordid affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
Are there any more?
Yes, there's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Who is he?
I thought reaction speed.
Your quick eye
Who
notices
cares?
a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
Oh.
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
No, it's got to be something else.
Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
No.
Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on?
No.
Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants is embarrassingly obvious. Relax. It's not
Shut up.
that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal. Good news, really.
Something the matter, detective?
Nah.
The lieutenant nods. You think you detect the faintest trace of a grin on his face, but you can't say for certain.
Oh. Oh. I don't think I clicked on this either.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Map.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme, Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu on archipelagos, Croyan-Moran, Villiers, on Semenine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas.
Edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant
Wow.
stars, gods. But looking at them makes you feel
Dang,
almost
17.
non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Revachol.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And west.
Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez.
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
And Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
Can I buy them?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
All right.
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
Then what?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Why are you angry?
I wonder why. You didn't feed into her delusion, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's $1.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are. The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing. Although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Hey. Map. Now we... Oh. Is this the area? Wait, no. We just couldn't get here at all before.
Yeah, that's beyond the thing that opens up tomorrow.
Ah. The wall is on the map?
It's an important fixture of Revachol. What do you want?
I have a logic check with Kim?
That's
Yes, it's the thing with the
why are you partnered with him?
Oh, yeah. And I guess I need to raise logic for that. Okay. So, wait. Oh, yeah. Map wall? Wait, map wall? Oh, to steal something.
Also,
Legendary shivers.
yeah, to find out why your business isn't failing.
Oh, okay.
all these are hard as shit except for the concept was measure head.
I mean, there's medium pain threshold, but I haven't put a point in pain threshold.
Nor do you probably care about it at all.
Why are
It's
some of
sad.
these white
I think those are the ones that you can retry.
right now?
Down there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh, okay. Well. I mean, yeah, I guess talking to Measurehead's all we got.
You know, or sifting through racist lorry driver because I think there should be something in there.
Well, we can try again.
Like go through his entire tree.
Looking for something odd? Come to
Argument?
tell. It's not.
Not sheep, ostriches.
Oh. Ah, that's what this is.
Suit yourself, officer.
Oh,
Oh, not much anymore.
How
On the
long?
strike.
Eh,
Apples.
nothing.
Yeah,
Just that.
He's given you the runaround.
Is that the
Let's be
problem?
honest,
That you need a
you
rhetoric?
were bested.
Oh, hover over the check.
Looking for something odd. Oh, not much anymore. Apples. Yeah.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Take off. The
Yeah, I
hat?
have a point of rhetoric, right?
Yeah, you put in a point since you last did this. So I think take off the hat.
Looking for something odd. Oh, not much anymore. Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Sounds like a cover story.
Look, as detective. I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, Koiko-picked apples.
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall of racism.
Damn. Hey, how about that?
Oh, yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges.
A what?
Someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches. Before machines.
Privilege?
Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient. Very prestigious.
Carter's Guild?
Goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit. But when they try to replace us, they'll regret it. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice ain't no laughing matter.
I guess that's it.
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, they're a big deal. Like, sure fucking is. Hell no. It's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit, but you can't replace experience. Trusting street.
That's it. I guess we're talking the Measurehead, because I gotta pass time somehow. Box. I probably can't get to the box.
Measurehead's in the way.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
I need to think about the race theory, Jay. You have to visualize it in your mind. Why are you not with the Hardy?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
But you're all part of the union?
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Seminoles. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
Actually, one's a good question. I forgot about that.
Sure, why
then,
not?
But then you have to subscribe to a theory that it understand his shit anyway.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Okay.
Mr. Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure.
Pretty cool.
It is lax and moronic.
My game is a mysterious fourth.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
I don't know. Where did your love for communism come from, Jay?
From disco.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
I feel you might embody number 3 a lot.
I sure do.
Michigan slowly
Wonderful.
looks
We're done.
to the distance in silence.
Hey, Kim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I can now ask Kim.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
How you know there's gonna be a next racist? What do you
That
mean?
will be our lucky racist.
I am leaning lucky racist.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits, a protruding occiput, and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
We're passing more time here.
Racists
I
are
have
generally
a
not very good
small list of
examples
things we
of
can
their
do, but-
race.
Okay.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby. He must think redheads are immigrants.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection.
Oh.
I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
What's up? Shock silent, are you?
Hey, are you sure about that, bud?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads
Hey,
me
you
to
got
conclude
experience.
you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Uh-huh.
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
Okay.
What a weirdo. Check your tasks for me.
Yeah.
Do you get a reality lowdown in here?
No.
Okay. You need to go talk to Lena for that.
Where?
The wheelchair woman in the
Oh,
room.
yeah. Oh, but we promised only
oh.
one.
As a, yes, it's not about that.
Okay.
As a sanity check for me, go down the apple tree for the racist lorry driver again. I just want to make sure I'm not going crazy, you know?
Looking for something, Hunt?
Calling.
Oh, not much anymore.
Cargo.
Apples.
Apples?
Sounds
Yeah,
like a cover
apples.
story.
He's
to me.
given you the runaround. Let's be honest. You were
Cover story again?
Oh,
Oh, not much anymore.
Yeah.
Apples. Look, SD. Oh, I'm here to pick up.
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall of racism.
okay. I just wanted a sanity check.
Hey, get that whole tree. You even do the check.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
It'd be 5 to get the reality lowdown.
Oh, just like everything.
But
Hey,
you could
I'm
also
an
talk to
empty-
him,
I'm
talk
an
to her
empty
about
slate.
morale.
I'm gonna talk to her about morale.
Oh, dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What's he look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. and his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information.
So describe him like a cryptid.
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
All right.
By a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I hope I've been useful.
All right. Click.
Surely things can't be that bad.
You sense that she won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I hope you're right.
You know where we are, right?
Yes.
That's right. And where is the whirling itself located?
Here.
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Okay.
Yes. And Revachol?
I don't know.
Oh my. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally. Everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
I know about that.
We're approaching the end times?
That's
There's
right,
so many
dear.
apocalypse cop things in here.
Splendid.
It's
I
great.
got a
Take this
pen.
pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Hell
Her
yeah.
relief is palpable. She was
Gave
getting
you an
pretty
odd
worried
and
about
sundry
you
for
there.
your
But
cleverness.
now she really...
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
A cop regime. Oh wait, hold up a second.
Yeah?
I'm actually starting
Dictator
to
proletariat.
read these. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Alright,
I'm a fan of number 4.
let's see. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary.
I am partial to 2, even outside of the communist one, just because it's like I want it to be communism, but I don't think it is.
And we are going communism. So-
You don't have to opt in. You can do what you want, but if that's what you
Yeah, you
want.
can't do what you want. I personally like that even the pro-communism one is like, don't think it really worked out that way though.
No, it didn't. Well, see here, 3 and down are obviously not it, but so like number 1 would be real and number 2 would be like,
It's like the most realistic, right?
Oh, sweetie. It's really not.
Damn.
There used to be people who thought that way, other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own.
But they still have cops.
Hey, how come?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well.
Oh no.
There aren't really any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Ah, shit.
So how'd I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
It's all right, Kev. Don't worry about it.
Maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
All right.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters? Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a police officer.
Of course. Then, I don't know, someone rich maybe.
Okay.
Wealthy people are educated, though I don't know
This
where
is
you would
essentially the
find a
task to
wealthy
get
person in
lore on the
Martinez.
world.
That's
But
cool.
thank you, sweetie. You did make me forget about my worries for a while.
Do we know anyone that's rich?
Yes. Yes, we do. Boat lady, tell me things.
Boat lady, pass the time.
Well,
Well,
Maybe talk to the Hardy Boys before you leave to see if they have anything new today. Because they probably won't be here the next time you come back.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Nothing.
nothing.
Okay.
all right, later.
Just figured it was worth a check, you know?
Go back to your starting position. There you go.